I'm not gonna lie, Tyla's really becoming a very well-rounded artist. Like she's gone through vitriol, she's gone through the hate, really becoming a very well-rounded artist. Like she's gone through vitriol, she's gone through the hate for this, and that. She's withstood it. She's still kept going, still dropping new music, still trying different things. Her team is working hard for different things. They've made missteps in certain cases and done better in other cases. Like for example, I think the way they handled the whole Breakfast Club appearance and the conversation that followed behind it wasn't really the greatest. And then they ended up pairing her up with, I think it was Ebro or somebody else, where she did the interview and she actually talked exactly about this. Maybe we'll watch that afterwards. This, and she correctly and what seems like fully thought out addressed what people were confused about, which I think was really honorable and noble of her. So, wait, that was fire. That was fire. Let me find that. Tyla talking about it though. Was it Ebro? Yeah.
Tyla's here on the Ebro show.
Is it chaptered?
Oh, y'all give it up for Tyla one time, please. To folks, and that's not what it is at all.
No, not at all. You know, like I've always admired, you know, Black America and the culture and everything about it has influenced me.
Oh, I think I found it.
And known, and we're on platforms. They think that we're just kind of like being condescending and mean. So the intent isn't to harm. Decided they wanted to work with you because you're awesome, right? And so when I talk, they're like, "She's amazing." Right? That's not who you are as a person. But people don't know you. People don't know us. So sometimes because we're seen and known and we're on platforms, they think that we're just kind of like being condescending and mean to folks, and that's not what it is at all.
No, not at all. You know, like I've always admired, you know, Black America and the culture and everything about it has influenced me as an artist, as a person growing up. So no, that's never the intent, you know. I think that it's just a conversation that never happened. And I was the first to open it, really. So I understand what happened. But yeah, I just hope that it just opens up more and more people talk about it because we need to talk about it.
I've seen, speaking of, in Black America's, in the effort to reconnect to Africa, right? And to be, there's so many about.
Yeah.
And there was actually a bridge was built there. Another, but how much and music and artistry and culture.
She must have talked about it early.
Honestly, I could have never predicted any of this. Like everything from the good times. So yeah.
It also, you know, when you think of the moment where you were asked about your heritage and talking about being colored and trying to explain that and who you are, right? And what your culture is. Me, as somebody who's traveled to South Africa, I knew what you were attempting to do, right? Which was, you know, in South Africa, you're colored.
Yeah.
You're not considered Black. Through an American lens, people are looking at you like, oh, it's Tyla, she's Black.
Yeah.
Like, she's from Africa, she's Black. It's not that simple in South Africa.
Yeah.
And so trying to navigate both of articulating that nuance is tough, especially for a young person like yourself. What did you learn of just about kind of the racial dynamics of the world after that blowback?
I mean, initially it was very difficult because prior to the Breakfast Club, I did answer that question and already I started getting backlash and I was like, whoa, I don't know what else to say about it, you know, because I never had to explain myself.
Yeah.
You know, I was just always myself and living, you know, at the time, 22 years of my life, all I knew was that I'm colored. And that's what I was told. It's what, like...
That's all she knew.
I had to tick on boxes back home. And when I was able to travel the world and learn more about the world, I then learned just how big the world is, you know, and how different each country is, how different context is. So when I learned about what it means here, I was like, whoa, like this is going to be a difficult conversation to have.
Yeah, right.
Because in South Africa, we also have a derogatory term. So I would like, I feel like if someone were to come to our country and say they were that, I get why it would,
Be triggering.
very triggering. So, yeah, I feel like just having a lot of conversations and learning more about it, I know that being colored is like my culture, it exists in my context, but I'm also Black, like being colored is something that happened through a lot of pain. Our South African history is very painful. We were separated from each other.
I think she's pretty well versed in how she feels about it. I think that I don't really see any problem. I think that a lot of people kind of unfairly jumped on her in the moment. I think that Charlemagne kind of had a little bit of a no, you know what? I'm gonna get this question off because her team made it so firm as don't ask her about this kind of thing. I hope that she, or maybe would have just been a better idea for her to be prepared for the answers to the question, which seems like she was now. And yeah, I think that besides that, it seems like she's doing much better.
Who love me easy to be it when I'm popping. Can you love me with nothing? I'm afraid to fall in love, and I got problems with trust. Too many people who fraud. I've been leaning on God. I'm trying to figure out the cure to these permanent scars. Yeah, why the fuck is life so hard? Even though